I brushed it back. I'm great.
All right. You guys look great. All right. We're here. We're on the air. This is the Malapert Smark podcast, the place where everybody goes to get their wrestling news, their wrestling talk. You just type in Malapert Smark in YouTube, go to our page, go to videos, and you see all the latest videos. That's where you should go first. Every morning when you wake up. Like before you brush your teeth, just go to the Malapert Smark page, and we got it all covered. For our coverage today of WrestleMania, we got two of my favorite people in the world. We got Vlad, the wrestling expert. Vlad, say hello.
Hello, everyone. Of course, it's always good to be here discussing wrestling as we try to do on a weekly basis. Give you some knowledge, give you our knowledge, give you our insights and things of that nature.
Man, it's all that matters. Wrestling is all that matters, man. Forget everything else. Everyone always asks me, how come you don't talk about other stuff on your podcast, like stuff from real life or politics? It's because none of that shit matters, man. This is all that matters. Right, Robert? The Frozen Asian is here also. Thank you for joining us.
Because for everything else, it doesn't matter.
All right, well, we got to talk about our road to WrestleMania. This is part 7 of our running series that we've been doing heading into 2024's WrestleMania in Philadelphia. Last week we recorded on Friday, so we didn't watch the SmackDown where Cody slapped The Rock, which, Robert, you're a big Rock fan, but yet your background picture is The Rock getting slapped.
It was a funny moment. I don't know. I still dug it.
All right. Well, we didn't even know that happened last week when we recorded because we were recording like during SmackDown. So we're covering it now, but we're not going to watch the whole thing. But on today's SmackDown, there was like a pretty good review of it. Maybe we could just watch that review real quick. Little video package they made, and that'll give us a good summary of what happened last week. In case anyone out there hasn't seen it, you could zoom in with your fingers on our YouTube, to that little video in the corner. If you want to see it bigger instead of our mugs. But here's last Friday. This was March 8th. This actually aired today on the 15th, but this is a review of what happened on the 8th.
Challenge.
Correct.
I gotta ask, do you have the authority? I'm only asking because I believe it was last week you acknowledged Roman as your tribal chief.
You shut your mouth right now, boy, and before you go ahead and say something stupid and accept this challenge in front of the world, let The Rock drop some gospel on your punk ass. The Rock acknowledged him as his tribal chief because it's what family does. WrestleMania, night 1, if you beat The Rock and Roman Reigns, then on night 2 of WrestleMania, you will be free of the bloodline. Now, when The Rock and Roman Reigns beat both your candy asses on night 1, then on night 2, it's bloodline rules. Anything goes. Do you accept?
Will you shut the hell up? We know the stakes. The future of the industry is on the line. We get that. But you listen to me, and you listen to me good, Mr. Midlife Crisis. You had your time. You damn sure can't have ours. So you want your answer? We accept.
Oh my God. You just gonna let him answer for you? You must be an idiot. This is it right here. Understand, this is your future. When I beat you at WrestleMania on Sunday, that's it. You don't get another shot. Your story is over. And let The Rock tell you something, and let The Rock tell you something, you walking clown emoji. The Rock will do everything in his power to make sure
his
that
face.
you don't win and to make sure that title goes away. The Rock is a director of the board of TKO, which means he's your boss and your boss. Look in The Rock's eyes when he tells you
That's true.
This is family. Roman's grandfather looking down is proud. The Rock's grandfather, the high chief, is looking down. And right now, your dad, the American dream, one of The Rock's heroes, is looking down. Isn't it true that you're the youngest of 3? Yeah, and you're 20 years younger than your siblings. Is that right? You know why? Because you were a mistake.
Oh, Jesus.
Dang.
He's doing the Christian Cage. Go the low blow as far as you can go.
Harsh.
That's true.
And there it was. Slapped him across the ring. Took him off his feet a few feet.
Everybody was stunned. They were so stunned they ended the show right there. They were like,
Right.
no, we can't let this
I
go.
was
We
like,
can't let this
wait,
go.
I wanted to know, like, did The Rock actually do something or say something after that?
Is that how they ended the show? Literally?
That's how they ended the show.
That's how they ended the show, yeah.
He probably just backed out of the ring slowly. That's how they do it. But look, so Vlad made a couple comments while the video was playing. He said, when Seth said the future of the industry is on the line, Vlad said that's true. Well, why do you think that's true?
Well, I just mean that in the sense of the angles and the stories and everything that they got planned will reveal itself just depending on who's booked to win, basically, like how they decide to.
I thought you meant if Roman Reigns wins, then the industry will hurt the industry long term. I think it's the other way around. I think if Roman Reigns loses, it will hurt the industry.
No. I don't think anything Roman does is going to hurt the industry. He's almost bulletproof at this point. I mean, he's been the champion for so long, but I think there is a limit to how long you can be champion in today's wrestling world. I don't think you can go on forever. You know, it's not the 1960s or 70s when Bruno Sammartino had it for like 8 years or whatever. I don't think you can do that in today's age, just based on the fact that they do weekly shows, the social media aspect of things. It's too much television, too much exposure, and he's usually not on there anyways. So I think at this point, we'll talk about maybe as we get closer to WrestleMania, who really should win or who shouldn't. I mean, I think my case has already been made on that front, but that's all I meant. Is just the angle of the stuff that they're doing and what they're going to go with is kind of going to be decided on this. Not so much like the wrestling is on the line with this WrestleMania. I think it's going to be fine either way, despite who wins. All
right. Well, before we get to Robert's opinion about the slap and his analysis of it, how about that comment that he said about The Rock is I'm the boss now. He's the boss now, and he's going to make sure the World Heavyweight title goes away. That was kind of interesting.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is true. He's stating facts. He technically could make it happen. But yeah,
So he doesn't like that title, I assume, is what he's trying to say.
Oh, who does?
Yeah, it's a garbage title.
No, I predict Seth is going to lose it anyways, but I think it's Drew McIntyre's time.
But he made it sound like he wants to make it go away, like literally, permanently, like that he doesn't like that idea of that title. You know, the way he pointed at it.
Or at the very least, the idea of that title being on Seth, I would say.
See, I guess that wasn't clear to me. I was curious if he wanted to just get rid of it, that it was a bad idea in general. He doesn't want to look at the World Heavyweight title. It represents the old days or whatever. But okay, let's move past that. All right, Robert, how about the slap? Did he deserve that or what?
I mean, he had it coming.
Oh yeah,
Coach,
definitely deserved it.
Hey, come on! You're hearing this from a very big Rock fan. I'm a huge Rock fan, but he had it coming. Like Cody tried to retaliate in the press conference, but he was held back. So now he had his opportunity. He didn't do it right away, but obviously what The Rock told him, I mean, it triggered him, obviously. So
yeah, not only was he owed a slap, but he said a bunch of horrible things to him right to his face then and there, too.
Exactly, that he was a mistake.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh. That's pretty harsh. There was also a promo on today's SmackDown that The Rock went out there for, and this just happened a few minutes ago. So we have some footage of it. The Rock was the first guy to come out as SmackDown opened. Did he change his theme song? Was that last week or was that this week?
I think this week.
This was the first.
The video was different last week, but the song changed this week, I think.
I kind of dug
Somebody said it was like a remix of his 2003 heel version.
Yeah.
I don't really remember.
It was a throwback to his old theme. You'll hear it.
Well, that part sounds the same.
So give it a few seconds.
Yeah.
The thunder I liked coming down from and when he's standing there right underneath it. That's pretty cool entrance.
Yeah. Yeah, changes there.
You need something slow that he could walk into the ring to, like Roman. Well, Vlad, you keep saying he's just not going to be around. He's not going to be around, but now he's saying I'm the boss. I'm your boss.
Well, I'd like to be proven wrong. Of course, if he wants to stick around.
You've been writing this angle like assuming he's going to leave. He's not going to be around. He's not going to be around. So, I mean, what if he is? Then would you think of it differently?
Yes, if he stays around, I think of it differently.
All right, well, we're not going to...
what he does. You can't predict that, though.
We're not going to play this whole segment, but... Robert, you want to make any comments about this promo? That I guess he went after Cody's mom quite a bit, right? Is that what happened?
Yeah, he was.
Was that the main thing I took away from it?
He did a concert.
He did a concert. He did a concert.
It was pretty funny, but then afterwards, he was pretty vicious towards Cody Rhodes' mother.
Hardcore Christian. Like, you guys think of Christian at all during this, or was I the only one?
Well, I didn't think of Christian, but now that you mention it, yeah, it makes sense that you can make that comparison. Yeah.
All right, Vlad, you want to say anything about this promo before we give our final thoughts of heading into WrestleMania?
I mean, it's been phenomenal.
Was this a good promo? You would say this was a grade A promo? Another one? It was pretty long. I had it on in the background. I wasn't really paying attention that hard.
Whether it was by mistake or it was their plan all along, the Rock heel turn and everything that's being led to WrestleMania has been almost amazingly, flawlessly done. It's been pretty much the best thing I've seen in a long time. I mean, it's pretty much kept this whole thing going, this whole feud going the last month or so since he came back. I don't know if it fell in their lap for him to turn heel, or it was something that they really were considering. I'm thinking that it kind of fell in their lap when they had to kind of do a U-turn and go back to Cody and Roman. But either way, it's worked out brilliantly. This was phenomenal. It was kind of strange because he was obviously pretty heelish, but the crowd was kind of cheering him on today in Memphis. He made some John Morant references in his concert about guns and things. Yeah. It was pretty hilarious. It was pretty funny, being that it was in Memphis, right? So that's why he mentioned John Morant. Obviously, pretty heelish at the end of the concert. Well, it wasn't really, after he was done with the concert part, he talked about Cody's mom, how he's going to bring her his weight belt or whatever, and instead of the world title belt, and that's what she's going to get, and with Cody's blood or whatever he said, all the stuff that he said, basically. I mean, pretty heelish. Pretty weird, though. The crowd was still cheering him on after that. It was kind of a weird... There's the John Morant, which was a great picture.
Yeah, it was hilarious, yeah.
Where they got that picture of John Morant, I don't know, because... Well, I guess he's always posting stuff with him in the club. I don't know. But anyways, overall, fantastic promo. That's all I can really say. I don't want to take too much more time on that. But yeah, really, really well done.
Well, one last thing. Did you guys, any of you watch Cody's promo from Raw, which was, I guess, on Monday the 11th?
Yeah, and then The Rock actually kind of references that during this promo. The parts where Cody was crying.
Correct.
It was hilarious.
Yes, Cody does his fake acting, his fake tears thing that some people like, some people don't. I don't know. I'm indifferent, I guess. It's tough to go out there completely sober and do an act like that in front of thousands of people, but okay.
Well, my only thing is that he tends to do it a little bit more, not often, but he does it quite a bit. So, it's, you kind of want to save that type of thing for, when it's absolutely called for. If you constantly go to it, it's kind of like the same thing as anything else in wrestling. Like, if you do it too often, it doesn't really mean anything as much as would if you kind of saved it type of thing. That's my only criticism of that. It was a good promo. I mean, he talked about trying to basically everything that The Rock made fun of, which is winning it for his family, his mom, the only one that. He still has his brother. I mean, I guess he said the mom is the only one left, but I guess when you're in AEW, you're kind of MIA in the world. Like you don't exist. You're kind of stuck somewhere, like you're on an island, so you don't even count anymore. Oh, I only have my mom. What about his brother? But whatever. Okay, I just thought that was a little funny.
All right, then. We still got how many more weeks to go? It's March 15th today, so we got a couple weeks, or is it 2-3 weeks until WrestleMania?
What is it, 3 weeks? Is it 3 weeks already? No, it can't be, right? Am I wrong? When is WrestleMania? April 7th?
I don't even know the date. Let me see. I think it's April 7th. Yeah, April 6th and 7th. So
6th and 7th.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
almost there. Almost there. Anything else that you guys catch your eye about WrestleMania or no? I mean, Sammy and Gunther, I guess. Are you guys excited for that?
3 weeks out.
I'm excited for that. I kind of felt bad for
Chad Gable.
Chad Gable, yeah.
Shorty
Don't feel
Gable
bad.
for
I
Chad.
wanted him to have a shot.
Another
okay.
shot. Give him another chance. Give him another chance.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, well, okay.
Well, no, I think Sammy, and they just went with Sammy because it's a bigger name
Yeah, you're right.
for WrestleMania. You want. I mean, both are really good workers, so you can't say anything. But it's
That
going to
could
be
be
a
a
good
good
match.
match. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
Oh,
match.
it's
LA
going to be
Knight.
AJ Styles, right?
LA Knight and AJ Styles, I was going to say, is another match that's pretty much set in stone. That's another pretty nice one. So it's looking like a decent card, I guess, for 2 days of
Yeah.
wrestling so
I'm not
far.
sure who else
Oh, how
is
about
gonna be,
Seth Rollins completely dismissed Drew McIntyre, said it's not even the most important thing he's doing at this WrestleMania, and that made Drew McIntyre, like, pissed. So
No,
that'll be
Drew
interesting
McIntyre's
what
been-
happens there. He really should get involved in that match, honestly. He's involved with everybody in it, the bloodline.
Yeah.
He hates all of them. I don't know. I would throw him into the storyline. Why not? But I don't know if that's going to happen. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that World Heavyweight title, too. But all right. Unless you guys have anything to say, I might end this segment and we'll move on. Talk about
I think.
some AEW, your favorite, Vlad.
Jesus Christ. Do we have to? Okay, yes. Let's do this. I'm putting on a game face. Let me take this swig of beer.
All right, guys, listen.
All right, let's go.
Vlad.
Well, not yet, not yet. We're going to take a break. We're going to take a break.
All
right.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Why did I take that swig? You should have warned me.
Well, we're gonna end this segment. We're
you
gonna
could
tell
take
the
another
people. Yes, Vlad, go buy another one. You rich motherfucker.
What am I? What do I look like? Don't answer that.
Eddie Murphy.
I look like Eddie Murphy? That's not so bad. That's not so bad, actually.
Hey,
The white Eddie Murphy.
I have to remind the people, I'm sorry, to subscribe if they haven't yet. If you know any wrestling fans out there, tell them to subscribe. Tell your mama to subscribe. Tell your daddy to subscribe. Tell everybody to subscribe. We're trying to get to 5 zillion viewers, okay? We want to be the first YouTuber to have 5 zillion subscribers, all right? So let's get to it. Hurry up. Chop, chop. Subscribe. Hit it fast. Hit that button. All right, we'll be back. Next segment, we're going to talk about AEW Dynamite Big Business. So if you like AEW, subscribe to our channel, and you'll get notified when that video comes out. We'll see you then.